All right, everybody, welcome back to my film review. This week we got the New York Giants at the Chicago Bears, week 2. So we're going to start here on third down, third play from scrimmage for the Bears. Two okay running plays in the first two downs. Now the Bears really struggled to complete third downs last week, so it was really promising to see them get this on this first opportunity here. Mitch is going to hit Allen Robinson, and Allen Robinson is going to make a great catch. But one thing I want to point out on Mitch is this is not the greatest looking throw, and there's something I kind of noticed here that kind of bugs me. So the pocket's breaking down a little bit from the left side, but what I see here from Mitch is he's going to take a little false step out before he throws like that, and that's going to get him a little off balance there, and I think that's why this throw sails a little bit. I'd like to see Mitch do a better job of keeping his feet strong and settled in that pocket. I don't quite know exactly what we got to do to get him to do that, but I think that's why this throw goes a little off target here. One thing I do want to kind of point out from this reverse end zone angle here, it looks like Mitch does a really good job of kind of holding the safety. So going to drop back, looking in the middle field. He's not looking at Robinson right away. Now he's looking over his way, and then he even gives one more look to the other side to kind of hold this safety, and he's able to get that throw in there. Sails on him a little bit. Robinson makes a great play. Paid him, man. Can we just extend him already? Okay, so this is the subsequent play, and Mitch is going to take what is like a half bad, half not his fault sack here. So they're going to send Tarik Cohen in a little jet motion here, and they're going to fake the dive to Patterson. But what I want to show you right now, and I'm going to heap some praise on Darnell Mooney later, but this is a problem. He is getting manhandled by a linebacker right now and stuck at the line of scrimmage. So Mitch is going to drop. He's going to go to his first read, Robinson. He's going to see that's covered up. Good. Okay, he's going to quickly get over to his next read. And then he realizes, okay, Mooney's not really at the depth he's supposed to be right now. He's actually colliding with Robinson a little bit. So he's going to hesitate throwing to this. And it looks like Mooney might have been able to open up the seam. What Mitch needs to do now, though, is he needs to go, okay, Mooney's not there. I need to get to my dump-off option. This is Tarik Cohen wide open in the flat. He needs to be already here and throwing that there. Instead, he's late getting over there. He gets taken down for a sack. Now, it's unfortunate Mooney gets pressed so well at the line there, and it throws the timing of the whole play off. But Mitch needs to identify that, okay, Mooney is not at the depth he needs to be. Pressure's coming down. I got to get out to my hot read. I can't take this sack. All right, I'm going to show a little bit of frustration with James Daniels on this play. Bear's going to run to the right. Montgomery's going to make a good cutback, but watch what James Daniels does in this. His job is to get over to this nose tackle in a combo block with Cody Whitehair so that Whitehair can work up to the linebacker on this zone play. So he's going to get there, but not good. You cannot get there side blocking like that. You're already losing the combo block in this situation. You got to be shoulder to shoulder with your buddy in this combo block situation because there's going to be no chance for him to get control of this defender so that Whitehair can get up to the second level. Now we're going to continue it here. Now, Whitehair has full control over him already. Daniels just needs to disengage and get up to get this backer. And what does he do? He stays on him, not able to get up there, creates a little bit of some traffic there, prevents Montgomery from getting a bigger gain. I really want to see those offensive linemen improve in their combo block situations so we can get more efficiency in the run game. Now, the running game did pick up as the game went on, but it started off kind of slow, and this is why. I really like how the Bears are using this pre-snap motion to really cause this type of misdirection on the defensive side of the ball. It's very similar to what the Rams started a few years ago from the under center, that crisscross motion. And they're going to run it again on this third down play, third and short. So you see what happens is that the Bears are running a toss sweep here, but because of that cross motion, these linebackers both have to freeze to be sure that this was not a handoff. That's enough to allow linemen to get downfield and start to seal them off. Now, to be honest, I think that James Daniels hesitates a little bit. He had to stay back to help Cody Whitehair, but I think he stayed a little too long. That's going to allow this defender to break off really easily. He gives a nice shove, but keeps his feet. Doesn't matter. But again, here we go. Charles Leno keeping the Bears running game from making big plays. Out here, if Charles Leno just gets a body on this defender and seals him off, he's actually going to block 2 guys in this process. David Montgomery has a chance to take this up the sideline for a much bigger gain. Instead, Leno whiffs, and that defender is able to slow up Montgomery, and the Giants can force him out of bounds. Charles Leno is still being too soft in the running game. Okay, so I'm going to call out Demetrius Harris again, and I don't know if this is on Demetrius Harris or if this is a scheme problem, but the Bears are going to run a counter action back here with Cordero Patterson, going to pull the backside guard, James Daniels, as well as the tight end as a lead blocker through the hole. So job here is got down block, down block, down block here, and then Demetrius Harris is supposed to help here, I guess, to make sure that is sealed and then get to the second level. So you see here, good down blocks by Whitehair and Ifedi. Massey does a good job getting on him. Now, Harris can go to give a punch, and to be honest with you, I'm not a fan of how much he's committing to this punch. Ifedi, again, Massey getting a good, strong block on this defender. Harris has got to read that. He's got to get up to this linebacker, number 21 here. Now, again, the same thing that happened in last week's Detroit game when the Bears ran this play. What happens is that play side linebacker is now going to fill that hole and meet the lead blocking tight end in the hole. That blows up. Now that's going to create all this traffic in here, and now we're costing ourselves chances at getting good gains in the running game. I don't know if this is a scheme thing or if Demetrius Harris just isn't reading things properly, but this needs to be fixed. All right, the Bears offense has been very impressive on third down so far this drive, much better than last week. And then they come to this one, and Trubisky's just going to make a play. Nobody's going to end up coming open, and he extends the play with his legs, and then Montgomery does a lot of work after the catch. So first thing I want to credit, offensive line, great job blocking here. I know it's just a 3-man rush, but that is a pristine pocket. Let your signal caller sit back there, read the defense. Obviously, you can see nobody's open. Giants pretty much in a shell defense for this part. Mitch going to hang in there. I like how long he stays in the pocket here. Gives a chance to kind of develop. Realizes, okay, nobody's going to be coming open. Let's see what I can do. Let's get out of the pocket, see if I can force the issue. So gets out of there. I like how Montgomery slips. Mitch recognizes it immediately, gets the ball into the hands of his running back, who he knows is in space. And then Montgomery just goes, takes down the field. Check out this block by Jimmy Graham. That's key there. And then I want you to watch the I'm not touching him ref block by Darnell Mooney. Definitely caused a touchdown there. Mooney, good job kind of selling it to the refs. Like, I'm not blocking him in the back. I'm just standing here, bud. Like, don't call anything on me. And Montgomery, great catch and run to the end zone. Mitch, great job of improvising. Double plus for Mitch. And if I could give higher than a double plus, I'd give one to David Montgomery because that's a hell of a catch and run. All right, how about a little defense for you folks? We love Akeem Hicks here in Chicago, and the big man is a literal bear, but big man's got some agility. Watch the move he puts on this guard on this play to blow this up. Whoops, hit the ground, fool, and just blows it up. Great play by Akeem Hicks. Just wanted to highlight that one there. Really nice play. About to have a really nice play on the next one, too. Man, I'll tell you, it sure is really nice to have Robert Quinn in Chicago. I want you to watch this pass rush move. This is textbook. You can't teach it any better than this. Good break off the ball. Now watch what he does to this tackle's hands. Just breaks him, pulls him down, gets him leaning forward, rips right under, and then just finishes it, gets his hand on the ball, rips it out, sees it's not protected, and Khalil Mack's able to pick up the recovery. That is textbook pass rushing right there. Glad to have you in Chicago, Robert Quinn. Glad to see you healthy. All right, second down on the subsequent drive after the turnover. Bears going to run a read option play, and actually one that I like the design of here. Be reading this defensive end here. Montgomery running to the same side. They're going to pull the backside guard as a lead blocker here. We used to call this Blast G when I was in high school, and I was playing this guard position. And I used to love getting over here because big man in space gets to run people over. So it's going to set up nicely. Mitch going to make a good job on the read here. Everybody's got a hat on hat. We got a good strong double team here. Whitehair's got this defender blocked, and James Daniels going to get in the hole. But unfortunately, Whitehair is going to lose his block. He's going to get ripped under, which is unfortunate because here's Daniels. This linebacker's running with the running back. Gone. Mitch has got one safety to beat, run over, something like that, slide, get a good gain, whatever. But unfortunately, because of Whitehair getting broken down here, Mitch is now dead to rights, has to make a move, makes a solid move and turns this into a decent enough gain. But, you know, I'm talking a lot about how the Bears are one aspect away on every single play, or not every single play, but, you know, a lot of plays to just making them happen. You know, maybe it's training camp, but the Bears need to clean this type of stuff up and get more consistent as they start to face better opponents in the coming weeks. You know, it's really disappointing that this drive did not end in a touchdown. You really hate to start on the other team's 20 and not get a touchdown out of it. It's even more disappointing that this play didn't go for a touchdown. This is a great play design. It's just your typical little rub route here. Robinson's going to set up Miller for running the wheel route to the outside. Good job by Miller. He's going to set the legal pick right here. Miller going to get the separation to the outside and just, this is a dime ball. This ball is on the money, exactly where it needs to be. Now, it's a little bit tough of a catch because if you go on the broadcast view, you'll see that Miller can actually lose track of the ball from where he's at. But I got to be honest, I expect my wide receivers to make this play. You know, Mitch, great play. He's getting a double positive for me. That's a great ball. It's a dime ball. You just got to make that this is the one that the Bears got to have, and just yet another example of Bears offense being one aspect away from having a big play. Unfortunate. Ooh, okay. I love this play. Mitch is going to get a double positive from me on this, and I really like this play design. So this is basically just going to be a smash concept over here to the right. Jimmy Ram's going to be running the corner route, and Tariq Cohen's running like a blend between a flat and an out route over here. Simple read over here. You're just going to read the outside corner. Who's going to be here? If he sits on Cohen, you're going over the top to Graham. If he stays deep on Graham, you're going down to Cohen. Good call in this situation. Got third and, well, let's say that's 3. Mitch does a good job. He's looking at Cohen. He's keeping the eye on it. Sees that the defender commits. Goes, okay, Jimmy Graham's the guy to throw to. A lot of green grass over here. And then just drops it in the bucket, right on the money. Good throw, good timing, good read by Mitch. First down, Bears. All right, so Mitch giveth, and then Mitch taketh away. So really good throw on the last play. However, we're going to have a little bit of bad Mitch on this play. One of the things we've been praising him for early on in the season is his willingness to stay in the pocket. He's going to make a mistake on this play that is not so much about staying in the pocket. So Giants are going to end up in cover 3 here. These 3 defenders are all going to drop back. Now, concept on the left is not going to be open, but what I will show you is Allen Robinson has got good separation from this guy. He's putting his foot in the ground for the out route here. Ball's got to be out here, to be honest. Mitch needs to read this coverage better and identify that Robinson's going to be the one to go to. Pressure is not really coming. Good protection, but Mitch is going to hesitate. He's going to duck right under his offensive tackle here, and he's going to lead right into that pressure. Ball should already be out to Anthony Robinson. This could probably be a first down. Mitch is going to get a negative on this play for missing that opportunity and taking a sack. All right, so Bears got third down again here. Been doing well up to this point, but they're not going to get it here. And, you know, I'm going to put this one half on Mitch, half on Nagy. I'm not a fan of this play design because they're going to have a couple of targets ending up near each other and short of the sticks. So we got 2 guys here running the same route. Looks like a twirl route. They're going to be pretty short of the sticks. They're both covered up pretty tightly. Giants are in cover 2 man. And then Jimmy Graham is pretty close to Darnell Mooney here. Now, he is going to be able to get Anthony Miller in a one-on-one matchup over here. And there's some space to make this pass. So in the end, one guy does get open. But Mitch is just going to miss him. I don't like where Mitch throws his football. He's standing too tall. He does have a little bit of pressure in his face, so it makes that throw a little bit tougher. But yeah, this ball's not going to be in the right spot. missed opportunity to get the first down and a big gain on that play as well. Mitch gets a negative from me. Okay, so a lot of people get on me when I'm on Twitter and I'm talking, so pretty frustrations about the defense. This is the type of play that I'm talking about right now. So, first things first, Saquon Barkley just left the game with what turned out to be a torn ACL. Prayers to him. Hopefully he recovers quickly. But so this is a nobody back here. I'm not even going to tell you. I'm not even going to venture a guess. Not even going to care who that is back there. So this is not, and the Giants are in a big time run formation here with the tight set here. You should not be scared of this running game here. And so the Giants can run a play action fake. This is a one-man route. Remember that, one-man route. And the Giants receiver, look at the space that Kyle Fuller is giving him. Now listen, I know Kyle Fuller likes to give space and then attack, but there's a certain point when you need to stop giving space and get into a guy's hip pocket. Instead, Fuller slips, the wide receiver stops on a break on a dime, and Danny Jones able to hit the pass quickly right out of the break. Big gain for the Giants as they continue to move the football. Bears need to get better with this. I think this is a scheme thing, and this is something I've been saying a lot about Pagano. He's too soft. Got to let the dogs eat. Got to let them be more aggressive. I don't like this. All right, so what happens when you let the dogs eat? You get turnovers is what happens. So the receiver for the Giants is going to slip and fall. It's going to let Deion Bush pounce on an opportunity to make a pick. But what I like in this play is Khalil Mack and Robert Quinn are going to play a game of let's meet at the quarterback. So nice little stunt ran here. So both Akeem Hicks and is that Edwards? I think that's Edwards, the new acquisition, are going to do a good job running the out stunt, letting both Khalil Mack and Robert Quinn cut inside. The center's got to pick one of them. He chooses, he's wrong on both accounts because he picks Mack and still gets blown up. This forces Danny Jones to get this ball out of his hands quick, and Deion Bush right there to just say, thank you very much, easiest pick of my career. Bears get a turnover and save the points. Okay, so many questions on this play, and the first of which is going to be, what is Cody Whitehair doing? This is a run to the right side. Everybody on the right side looks like they're running zone step to me. James Daniels and Carlos Leno. Seems like Cody Whitehair didn't get the message that this was zone right or something like that. I don't know, but there is now a gaping hole for this linebacker to fill. God bless Cordell Patterson and his ability to make plays in the open field because he's gonna beat this guy and get a good gain out of this. But I don't know where Cody Whitehair is going to this play. Jermaine Ifedi, he's going to do a good job just manhandling his defender. Massey going to get to that second level as well, get a body on that backer. And Cordero Patterson just makes a guy in the hole miss and ends up making a good play. So this is why I want to see more Cordero Patterson in the backfield. And that's a head scratcher, Cody. That's a head scratcher. Now again, we're going to have another example of the Bears being one aspect of a play away from breaking it big. This Bears going to run Montgomery to the left side. And so this is going to be a pretty prime example of why I'm not a fan of interior cut blocking as a part of the scheme in the running game. So Whitehair is going to be given some help here. Ifedi's going to go for the cut block here, and he's actually going to get the cut block and get his defender on the ground. But the problem is he's right in the path of Montgomery here, and he's going to pop up, and actually this is where Montgomery's going to land on his head. If Ifedi keeps his feet and just keeps driving the defender with some help from Whitehair, Montgomery has a chance to put his foot in the ground and cut up here, and there's nothing but daylight there. So this is a scheme thing that I'm kind of taking issue with. I don't like those interior cut blocks. Yeah, I'd like to see him go away with, but, I'm not a professional offensive line coach, so what do I know? So Danny Trevathan is not having a good start to this season. He's already seeing his playing time plummet, and it's because of plays like this. I don't know if he's lost a step or if he's just kind of trying to get rid of that rust from the season-ending injury last year. But he's in pass coverage on this play, and Dion Lewis is going to beat him. But what I want to know is, where is he going right now? So he takes a couple of steps outside like that, and then Lewis already hasn't beaten. Lewis isn't even in the route yet. So Lewis is just going to finish it here. Daniel Jones just going to dump it off to him for a big gain. It's unfortunate because there was good pressure down the, or I'm sorry, good coverage down the field. Yeah, I don't quite know what's wrong with Danny Trevathan, but it's not there right now. All right, so I want to show this play because the Bears tried running this play. Oh, I think it was either one or two drives prior to this one. It's going to be a little play action fake with the outside receiver. He's running a pretty deep curl route, and then the fullback's going to come over here on a wheel route. Bears tried to throw it to Allen Robinson that time, and the deep safety was able to step up and knock it down, but it's going to be complete to Darnell Mooney this time, and I think it's going to be completed to Darnell Mooney because of his speed, this defender is not able to press up so much on Mooney. So he's able to create so much separation. Mitch getting that ball out on time, able to deliver nicely to Mooney. Bears get a good game. Darnell Mooney's speed plays in this NFL, and he's going to continue to be an asset for this offense. Okay, so this is going to be Cole Kmet's first NFL catch. Good for the rookie. But this is going to be a play where I'm actually going to give Mitch a negative. And it's not because he makes a bad read throwing to Kmet or a bad throw, but it's because of somebody I think he missed. So Bears going to run play action fake here. Mitch going to get to the top of his drop. And on the reverse view, I'll run it back in a second on there. He's actually looking to the left here, and I don't know why he looks away from Robinson, who absolutely cooks this defender. Robinson, as you see, is going to end up wide open over here, but Mitch is going to end up going to Kmet. Now, I'm not necessarily upset with it. It's a decent gain. It's a first down. But as you can see, the separation that Robinson creates and the green grass and space he's got over there, kind of want to see Mitch go to Robinson on this. I know we talk a lot about how Mitch stares down Robinson too much. I think this is a case where he may have missed him on this play. So right here, stop. Robinson has already beat this defender. Mitch is still, he's in the process of rotating his head, but Robinson's open. I would hit him on this. Nonetheless, Mitch, not a bad read. Hits the rookie. Good gain. Maybe I'll up it to a neutral, not a negative on this play. We'll give him a neutral on this. All right, Mitch going to get another double positive on this play. This is a third down and long for the Bears late in the first half. Trying to get a score here. And Mitch is going to just hit Javon Wims in this general area here. And what he does is he just puts this ball into a tight window on a dime. So Wims going to do a good job finding the part of the defense where he's going to be open. Mitch identifies that, gets this throw out on time. And look at this window. This is a tight window. Mitch puts it where only Javon Wims can make a play. Wims, that big body target, goes up. Good strong hands. Comes down with it. Bears get a first down. I like the play by Wims finding the open seam. I like the play by Trubisky identifying that and then delivering on time, on target for a first down. Both touchdowns in this game resulted from Mitch doing a good job of first staying in the pocket, letting the play develop, and then when everything broke down, just improvising and making a play. So he's going to get the ball, drop back here. This is good protection by the offensive line. Just, give him all day. He could read a freaking book back there, drink a cup of coffee, have a biscotti, whatever he wants to do. So Mitch staying strong now, realizes, okay, nobody's open, routes are done. Okay, so scramble drill starts. I want you to watch Darnell Mooney. He identifies that, okay, there's nobody back here. I got a one-on-one matchup here. Let's take off to the back of the end zone. Mitch doesn't see him initially because he's out there working around the pocket, but I like what he does is, okay, I don't see any scramble lanes opening up right now. Let's get my eyes back down the field. He identifies Mooney being open, sets his feet, lets it rip. Now, this is a pretty ugly looking pass. It's a duck snort, kind of just, floating around up there, but it doesn't matter. Mitch does a good job of extending his play. Mooney does a good job finding the open spot on the field. They combine, hook up. Good touchdown, excellent play for the Bears. Double positive for Mitch, double positive for Darnell Mooney. All right, so this is going to be Mitch's first interception of the game, and watching it live, I thought it was kind of on Allen Robinson for not being aggressive and attacking this ball. And watching it again on the film here, let's just run it through slow, try to get a good angle of this. I could see why. I can't really put it too much, Robinson. This is a tough thing to just kind of, attack this football. I will say though, I expect a little bit more out of him being a number one wide receiver, and as good and talented as he is. I maybe not come up with his pass, but I kind of expect him to at least box out this safety and not let this ball get tipped up in the air. As far as Mitch's decision making on this play, nobody else is really open. Darnell Mooney actually does beat his guy over here, but he was not the primary read on this play. The ball was actually thrown in before Mooney got open. And this window, it looks tight, but to be honest, I don't think that window's, that much tighter than the completion of Javon Wims in the first half. So part of this is bad luck. Part of this is a good play of the defense. Part of this is, just it being a tight window. And part of this is maybe Robinson just not quite boxing out the defender like he should. Mitch still gets a negative because, it's an interception. But, yeah, that's all. That's my opinion on that play. Okay, here we're going to go have Mitch make another play using his legs to extend the play and find the open man. Bears going to run empty set. Nagy loves running this triple dig or whatever the hell you want to call it. It's whatever it is, it ends up with a lot of receivers close to each other, and usually none of them are open. So you'll see Mitch drops back, nobody's open. Mitch already identifies that, so he's going to scramble. And, good job forcing the issue, keeping his eyes downfield the whole time. Javon Wims does a good job adjusting, making himself a big target, and then just completing along the sidelines. Hesitant to say, give Mitch a double positive for this, so I'll probably just give him a positive. But good play, and extend the drive, keep moving. Anthony Miller did not have one of his better games on Sunday, and here we're going to see his second drop in only the 3 targets that he received. And, he did not play a lot of snaps, and he did not get a lot of targets, and this is why. He just, left Mitch hanging a couple times. Mitch does a good job identifying that, okay, I like the matchup that Miller's got. Okay, breaking out, good step. I'm going to hit him on target. And, honestly, this is a pretty good throw. Obviously, if you're a perfectionist, you could say, oh, well, he should have put it here, here, here. But honestly, this is a good throw for any NFL quarterback. It's on the money. Miller's going to make this catch. I know it's a tough catch. He's diving, got to keep his feet in bounds. But this is a catch that any NFL wide receiver should be able to make. He ends up dropping it. Bears can't keep the drive going. Keeps them from getting points, which could have ended up being crucial in this second half. Man, I keep talking about the Bears being just so close to breaking these big plays, and this is another one. This is a nice play design. This is just going to be a nice tight end throwback play. Demetrius Harris is going to come across the formation and then loop up, coming off of a play action. And Mitch, I have a hard time putting this on him because he's got pressure in his face here, and he throws it. And this ball, to be honest, that's not really that far off. I guess in all fairness, let's be strict on Mitch because we want to see him play better. So I'm going to give him a negative, but man, that's such a flimsy negative. He just misses them, and this is what we're talking about. Just the Bears just almost there. Hopefully, a couple weeks into the season, getting the kinks out. Now as we go on, we'll start hitting these plays. We'll start reaping the benefits as well. All right, and here is Mitch's second interception of the game. Is this one on Robinson? Is this just a good play by Bradbury? Let's check it out. All right, so first thing people are going to want to talk about is Cordero Patterson is open right there. Now, a couple things first and foremost. So the first thing is this ball is already out as Patterson's coming open. Now, do we want to see Mitch hit this crosser? Get the first down, you got this lead, you want to hang on to it. Yeah, I can see that argument, but personally, I don't mind Mitch taking this shot, mainly because we want to see Mitch get more aggressive. We want to see, what we like is we got Allen Robinson in a one-on-one matchup. We like those numbers. So Mitch is going to throw this ball, and honestly, some people say this is underthrown. I don't agree. I think this pass is in a great spot. Sure, could he put it, somewhere a little bit better, maybe a little bit higher, a little bit more to the outside? Sure. If we're going to be nitpicky, we can say, yeah, this throw could have been a little bit better, but I don't think this throw is in a bad spot at all. Is Robinson being interfered with? I don't know. Does Bradbury just make a great play? I think he makes a good play, but again, this is another play where I want my number one wide receiver to go up there and win that ball. Playing offense and in the passing game, it's got to be some give and take between the wide receivers and quarterbacks. Quarterback got to help out the wide receivers. The wide receivers got to help with quarterbacks. For me, I think this one falls more on Allen Robinson. Still going to give Mitch a negative because it's an interception nonetheless, but A-Rob did him no favors on this one. I'm sorry, buddy. All right, guys, I'm not even going to comment. This is the ball game right here. You really hate the refs taking this one away from us. Eddie Jackson, like shot out of a cannon, making plays like he does, and then just an excellent return. I don't know what we got to do, guys. I mean, this looks pretty clean to me. I thought at full speed that this might be pass interference, but watching it again on the film, Eddie Jackson's got a right to that ball, and he made a hell of a play. Refs just screwed us over on that one. All right, you want to know what it looks like when everybody on the offensive line, the fullback, the running back, and hell, even the damn wide receiver are on the same page in the running game? This is a thing of beauty. Just watch this. Look at the movement of the offensive line. Is going to get great combo block here by Ifedi and White here. Leno and Daniels both hat on a hat. Mooney and Holt's going to hit the hole hard. I'd like to see Holtz kind of go up here instead of following Mooney. But now the big hole here, just everybody moving a pile, just Montgomery just plowing through there. This was pretty. This was a good start to this drive with the Bears able to run a lot of clock and try to ice this game. And the next play, right back at it. I want to show you people what a perfect combo block looks like. Watch Germain Ifedi and Cody White here make this block. So, all right, going to the left side. All right, perfect. Now, shoulder to shoulder. Now, defender's making a good split of this already, but watch how Ifedi recovers. He starts to get the position, tells, all right, Cody, now you can go get to that second level. Now, Ifedi gets the full body on him, seals the defender. Whiter is now on that second level, and Montgomery able to just read it, cut up the field, and another big gain. Bears got two gashing run plays to start this drive. That's key to really burn that clock. Excellent job up front right now for the Bears. All right, everybody, I want to thank you again for tuning in to my film breakdown of this Week 2 matchup between the New York Giants at the Chicago Bears. If you enjoyed the content, follow me on Twitter. I'll leave a link in the description. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out my blog. Bear down. Good luck next week against the Atlanta Falcons.